My wife humiliated me in front of my former bullies, then she blocked me from leaving and asked for the ring back. Now she's begging to reconcile, but I have made up my mind. We flew out to our hometown and spent Thanksgiving with family. Everything went well. Friday, we decided to spend the day going out in our hometown and checking out new things since it's been years since our last visit. We stopped by a quick noodle restaurant for lunch. Guess who's eating in there? A few of the male bullies that ruined my life in high school. Brief backstory, my wife was friends with most of the people in school, including the popular crowd that bullied me. She knew they bullied people but didn't know the extent of their bullying. I was an outcast with a small circle of fellow outcast friends. My wife and I didn't know each other back then. The bullying was so bad. They had me jumped and it resulted in me having broken bones. My parents pulled me out for homeschooling. I never got to go to homecoming, never got to go to prom, etc. I'm still in therapy and physical therapy for the things they did to me. My wife was also friends with some of my fellow friends, but we never formally met until years later. She moved away shortly after high school, and I moved back to our home state right before meeting my wife. Think invisible string theory. She wanted to talk to them immediately. I told her I was uncomfortable going over to them and reminded her what they did to me, but she insisted and pressured me to go. They squealed when they saw her, leapt out of their chairs, and jumped over her. I awkwardly waved and said hi to them. They immediately changed their attitude and were not happy to see me. They asked, "Why are you here and why are you following our friend?" I asked my wife if she could take over the conversation, but she refused. So, I told them that my wife and I were here for Thanksgiving weekend. They snarked, "Oh, well, where is she? The dirty, stinky fat woman with the receding hairline over there? Even she wouldn't marry you. You're probably making her up." I didn't want to entertain this, so I asked my wife if we could go. She refused and said I was rude. These guys were insulting me right in front of her, and she had zero interest in defending me. She's never done this before. So I told her I would order for us and walked away. They made nasty comments about me as I was leaving. I got our drinks and asked her again if we could find a table elsewhere. The guy said, "Why do you keep stalking her? She doesn't want anything to do with you. Go away, you stupid little troll." So I told her I'm getting my food to go because I don't want to spend another minute here. She said to the guys, "Oh, guess what he said about you as we walked in?" Then she proceeded to tell them about me, reminding her about the heinous things they did to me. They, of course, denied they did any of that, then swore I did those things to them. As I approached the exit, my wife blocked me from leaving. She immediately said, "Give me the ring back." I asked if she was serious. She asked yet again, "Give me the ring back now." I said no. She asked again, and I asked her to let me leave. These guys were standing around laughing like hyenas at this point. A few people from the restaurant helped me get out of the restaurant. They returned to their table, and I ran out in tears. I called my brother and begged him to pick me up. I walked as far as I could so they wouldn't attempt to bully me again. After telling him what happened, we decided to get all of my belongings out of our hotel room and have me stay at his place and change my flight to an earlier time. My wife has made zero attempts to contact me since the restaurant incident. My brother dug on Facebook and saw the bullies tag my wife in many photos. They were all over her in every photo along with others from our old high school. Of course, they went to the bar the alumni always hang out/work at. I felt sick to my stomach looking at all of those photos. My wife knocked on my brother's door in the middle of the night after I finally fell asleep after crying myself to sleep. She asked if she could speak to me and said she messed up and needed to fix things. He sent her away. I woke up to missed calls and texts. I answered her call asking her to give me space for the remainder of the trip and to please respect my wishes. She said I was being dramatic and needed to listen to her. I got home on Tuesday. I made the impulsive decision to take temporary residence in our guest room an hour before she got home and somehow got most of my clothes, makeup, and hair products, toiletries, etc. so I have zero reason to go back into the master bedroom. She got home late last night. I wasn't supposed to go back to work until next week, but I made my own schedule, so I decided to return today. I hoped to avoid her this morning, but we crossed paths on my way out the door. She tried to hug me, but I rejected her advances and ran out the door. She yelled, "You can't avoid this forever," as I was heading to my car. She is right. I can't keep avoiding her forever. Her and I have never had any issues before the incident at the noodle restaurant. I don't know what to do. Our marriage has been perfect before this. No red flags at all. She was the only person I felt safe and secure with before the incident. The trust is completely gone, and I no longer feel safe and secure with her. I don't think she will assault me or anything, but I cannot trust her to protect me and stand by me. What should I do? How would you handle this? Therapy? Divorce? Break? I don't know. I still love her so much, but I don't know if I should trust my current judgment. I need guidance on how to navigate this.